Welcome back to SuperCoach Masters with George. Alongside me is Matt Zeebs.
And I'm Matt Zeebs. Alongside here is George, and what a shit.
Suicide. It's a really bad week for us, guys, but doesn't mean it has to be a bad week for you. I don't know about you, Matty, but this is the worst start of SuperCoach I've had in 10 years.
George, I started off really strong. I was 3,000, then I went to 25,000. Now I'm at, what am I, George?
I'm
just crap.
You're just
22,000. Like, it's just.
Anyway, look, obviously there's the mid-price of madness and there's the guns and rooks who went mid-price of madness. And when Callahan is getting 37s from a full game, Warple's getting 40.
Even when our premiums are doing 56s in 58s in Cornelios and. Could I just tell you something, George?
Tell me one. Oh, it's about Tom Mitchell, isn't it?
He's a top 6 midfielder. Can you believe that? He's top 6. He's top 6. He's coming strong.
Mason Wood's probably up there as well. So
Mason
I
Wood,
can believe that stupid people are up there where they shouldn't be. But yeah, this time Collingwood's got 4 of the top 7 midfielders up there.
There we go. We'll to go Pendles.
Side bottom.
The boys. Well, the boys just fighting for the boys.
Anyway.
So they should. They're undefeated.
Let's get to the league because there are some people that are flying a lot higher than us and they want us to know about it. So, Macapaka SCM.
Well, he's still up
they're
there.
First. And as it is Macapaka, if you finish first, you get the cash prize and the SuperCoach ring. And I am excited for you, buddy.
He's killing
because he's got the SCM in his name for SuperCoach Masters. So he's
good on you, Luke.
We got this James in second place.
Hanging strong.
Yep. And number 3 is Tuanda Lipinski. So that's by Leith. So there's the top 3, and we got a lot of good contenders coming up. So yeah, number 1 is rank 376.
That's a grouse name, Tuanda Lipinski. Do you know where that's coming from?
Yes, champ. Now let's.
Are you sure?
Now let's get into the coffee shouts because when we're having a shit depressive week. The only thing keeping me coming back are these guys here. Almost said it. The kick sons. The YouTube just like, so close to fucking.
Get that delete button. Remove. Good on you, Jaws.
Yeah. So here we go. We got Fear Itself by Glenn. Bought some 3 juicy coffees. He said, "Keep it up. Amazing content, guys." Glenn, you're a mad dog because we do these ones for you, Glenny boy.
Glenn, and you're a mad dog.
He's a mad dog.
No, it's just how you said it. It's the northern suburbs just coming out. You're a mad dog. Good on you, Glenn.
Only bringing that to the maddest of dogs, Glenn. So thanks, Glenn, man. That shoots you right up to 5th. Now, the Kickstunt Hall of Fame isn't Dave Turn It Up SCM.
Turn it up! Love Dave.
Yeah, and we got the SuperCoach Bowler. Keeps on wanting to be anonymous.
And our boy Dean Fields.
And Dean Field. I love seeing Dino up there. And we got Benny T and Glenn at 5th. Chris Pritchard. Whiskey DX and Blake B, Jane Mizza and Michael Long for the top 10. Thanks, guys. And the guys that haven't made the top 10, still thank you as well.
George, did we tell these people where to find us or not?
Oh, mate, they should know by now. Get us on the Twitter, get us on the Facebook. We usually drop all the news first when you hear about LDUs and stuff being out.
That was scary, wasn't it? That was literally 5 minutes before the game started.
On April Fool's Day. So
no one believed anything.
Yeah, I didn't even believe it.
I did.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into
straight into the game. Thursday night blockbuster with the Dogs and the Lions. Doggies coming up by a good 14 points.
Let's just get straight into the nitty-gritty, man. We've got a lot. Liberatore owners will be happy with the 120.
No, the English ones are the ones that would have
English is number 1 in the comp.
So
I'd love to see it.
Going to English was the best thing that anyone could ever have done, really.
And a lot of our community had English vice captain, so they would be pretty happy with 130 odd points.
Well, wouldn't you be? McRae doing the things that he normally does, but don't know about that role there, Jules. He got 30 touches, 114.
He's in line to get DPP in the forward line if he just keeps that.
We made a joke with good old our boys at SuperCoach Edge. You know, Liam had him in and. But yeah, that'll be pretty funny if he does.
Yeah. No, look, I looked at the stats, guys. I think he's at about 29% currently.
He needs to stay there for another game.
I reckon another game, just like last week.
He needs at least another quarter and a half of forward line time to get there.
Yep.
All right, who else was good to look at?
Ed Richards rewarded the pods 111.
10 contested touches. Good on you.
Dale got his first ton.
Repaying the favour, yeah.
Bontempelli just,
I love that one. He had a great first half and then he just crashed. smashed.
I mean, he
and
lost
burnt.
points in the fourth quarter.
That was
Like clearly, he probably will get 2 or 3 votes in the Brownlow, and
Maybe his dad wasn't on the SuperCoach data that day.
I don't know what, because something's up with the whole thing. Not just Bont, because I'm a butthurt Bont owner, but there was Doherty, there was Cripps that were robbed, there was someone else, and
Cripps
Chandler got 9 touches and he got higher than Doherty. You know what I mean?
That's pretty funny. But it is what it is. SuperCoach is a fickle thing, isn't it, George?
It's a fucking stupid
And
thing.
look, and what about everyone's fan favourites who kept Hopper on the field? So Oscar Baker's 95, going to make that cash generation, just what we needed.
He is.
Love that.
He played such a good game.
Loves to kick the footy.
He kicks a goal every game he's played as well.
He's had 17 kicks and 1 handball, 7 marks. Good on him. I like it.
Good on him.
Nothing really much.
Now,
Bailey
Smith, he's really in line. He's at 45% time in the forward line, so he's one that will get DPP if it continues as is. Make some space on the forward line, guys. Time to go. Cornelio.
Time to go, Cornelio, for sure. Liam Jones doing what he does, which is around the 65s to 70s. That's fine. Josh Bruce, bit of a sad game there. He got 38.
He was never going to take into St. Martin's that big lumbering Danaher, was he?
Well, and Hayden Crozier wasn't any disappointment from his preseason form. Only had 62% game time and only 49%. How about this guy though? Riley Garcia. Some people were asking, is there anyone that has got any?
I saw the top 5 for the.
Who was it? Was Kaczynski one there, or was it St Kilda player?
I didn't look too into it. I was trying to get
it. But anyway, that's nothing really to pick up and look for. If I'm pretty sure at this point you'll have your rucks settled. If you got that,
no, you won't.
No, if you got
Darcy, everyone's going to have decam.
That's a lot of money to bring it in.
It's English.
Yeah,
he's the number 1 player in the fucking comp.
He is
number 1 player. And watch it. All the DCAM owners out there, watch it. You're going to try and get English in, and he's going to get injured.
Oh, I love that.
And then you're going to be trading out your 4th ruckman.
Oh yeah.
All right, but we'll see. We'll talk about that later.
Moving on to the line, boys. Dunkley he done all right. I guess 108 is what he does. Harris Andrews, I was looking at him, but he got 16 contested marks, which is okay. Neil, I got rid of Neil. He got 117. George, what do you think of Neil? He's still not doing what he needs to do,
I'll be like, with how my team went, I'll sell everyone for 117.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Will Ashcroft still making us that cash money. 23 touches is what we want to see from him. Darcy Wilmot surprisingly just went berserk in the last quarter.
Yeah, he had like 6 touches, 5 intercept possessions.
I'm pretty sure he was on like 15 or 16 or 17.
Yeah, it's like 13, I think.
Well, there you go. And look at him go. Who else is there? Darcy
Connor McKenna. Now, look, everyone's looking that, Wilmot got 12 more points than McKenna.
Oh, McKenna still has to be on the field.
If you have to play one of them, you're playing McKenna, right?
Oh, yeah. You can't, yeah.
You're playing McKenna, right?
Well, of course, because, you're playing McKenna. There's no doubt about it. Like, Wilmot's just there to make money, and that's a great number for him to get. Probably his highest number all year, 69. So, keep in mind when you think you're going to be playing him on the field, that's his highest number, and I don't think he'll be getting, 50 points in the last quarter again. Or 56.
Well, he's playing the first game, so you can loop Wilmot and see if that stupid Constable's getting a good game.
Oh, that stupid Constable. No one really else here at all. George, sum it up. Brisbane.
Matty, Ashcroft 80. Now, I'm going to read out some CBAs for this game because that's to see what's happening. Liberatore got the most for the game with Neil. That's what you want if you're Liber and Neil owners. English got the most with 18, next most with 18. Dunkley 18, which was really good because he was trailing off a bit and he had a bit more game time at 82%.
Yes, he did.
Trelaw coming back really affected a lot of the Bulldog players because Trelaw had 16 CBAs. That's huge. That came out of Bailey Smith. That came out of Bont. That came out of McRae.
That's why we want to see him in the forward line in a couple of weeks.
Trelaw, I think Bella's an idiot, but he won. So, 16 CBAs for Trelaw.
He's got to try something.
Yeah, it's working. 15 for Bont, 12 to Oscar McInerney, 8 only to McRae. That is worrying if I have McRae. I'll skip all the thoughts and theories.
Only got 6.
Only got 6 CBAs. You'd think he's getting at 50%, but he's not even. But at least everyone's in the same boat. And Bailey Smith, guess how many CBAs he got?
4.
1. Wow, indeed.
And he's a ball magnet. So.
Yeah, look, I've done another video on this one, guys, so we'll just skip over this. But yeah, Bailey Dale 5 kickouts, Ed Richards 2 kickouts. Connor McKenna had the most for Brisbane, which is really good, or Kenna McConnor.
Well, that's because Rich was out. So when Rich comes in, I don't see that happening again.
Yeah, I agree. 3 to McKenna McConnor, and 2 to Starspitch, 1 to Raynor.
All right, George, let's move on to the best game of the round. Collingwood versus Tigers.
Matt Deeps. Oh my God.
What a
Another.
Another week. We should have smashed them. We were like 1-8 at one point at the first quarter.
Now, I'm going to ask you a quick question before we get into this, Matty, because I know you love a quick question, all right? Who do you think are the worst kind of supporters?
The worst kind?
Yeah, like the worst supporters. Like,
I can't say Melbourne.
Okay. Well, I'm a Collingwood supporter, and the worst supporters are Collingwood supporters. Like, they're the fucking worst.
Why?
Like, they're the absolute fucking worst.
Is it because we've got so many of them? There has to be filtered out some dickheads in there?
There's dickheads in there, but check out these dickheads. No, all right? Okay. So we done that review on Collingwood. We had him like 8th and 9th or something,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And some guy, after Collingwood won, went on the video, he's like, 8th and 9th, yeah, and he was just like, laughing.
What a wanker.
And then he's like, on every comment that said, yeah, I think Pies will drop off after that. It's like, will we drop off, will we? And
he's excited. He's excited.
So literally after Collingwood won their there's 3 games in the season and he's already jumping on. He's looking at trying to find, he's typing in Collingwood podcast and he's trying to give it to every podcast.
Good on him. You know what? Good on him. That's not good on you, bro. Whoever you are, good on you.
You're a piece of shit. Get off my channel. Don't come back. I don't fucking need you.
Look, I'll have to bag myself 3, 4, 5.
Three games in and he's already saying, how's Maggie's going? She's cool, huh?
About a month and a half ago.
We'll miss finals, will we? It's like the only way is up. No,
it's a Tom Mitchell
You're an
factor.
absolute wanker.
When you've got 4 of the tops, how many?
4 of the top 7.
Wow. Go the Pies. Well, go.
I actually want Collingwood to lose. That's because I hate Collingwood supporters that much. It just pisses me off. All right, Matt Deeps, get into the Collingwood. Jagowi produced another belter.
Jesus Christ, he's so good. He's so goddamn good. 35 touches, no goals as well. 3 behinds.
3 behinds. He could have been a lot bigger.
He could have been huge.
91% time on ground.
He's ready and he's just doing the things that he needs to do. Tom Mitchell right behind him there, 109 with 30 touches, 13 contests. It's not even, he didn't even get the normal clearances that he normally gets.
You'd be wrapped, wouldn't you?
Oh, of course.
Wow.
Wow, he's just good. He's Tom Mitchell.
You just get any Collingwood player, I reckon, and you're safe.
Tom Mitchell, he could be a vice captain against Brisbane.
All right.
Let's face it. Anyway.
Are you actually going to do it this time?
No. No, Dunkley's going to kill him.
Dunkley?
Oh, Colin.
Yeah, he's going to have one fucking vote. Dunkley or Dacos?
Dunkley, for sure.
Sure?
This week, for sure. I think that, everyone kills Collingwood's midfield. Even have a look here. So, we'll continue on. So
I can't wait till we get to the actual questions that people wrote, because I saw some real fucking stupid ones. So, I really can't wait. But let's continue with
So, Nick Dacos, we've got 33 touches, doing what he normally does.
109 SuperCoach.
That's great. Josh Dacos, his brother, doing exactly the same, just 28 touches. They're just the boys are just so good to watch, these brothers. It's just such a family orientation.
Let's put down the erection. Let's talk about SuperCoach, not about
all right, cool.
No one's got Josh Dacos.
Okay, cool. You know who...
Side, still sidebar.
Still sidebar. What a machine. Look what he is. Just winding back the clock, 24 touches, 12 contested.
Come on, let's talk about relevant players. We've got a lot of teams to get through.
All right, cool. There's no one really relevant besides Tom Mitchell. Darcy Cameron, that's fine.
DCAM owners. How fucking unlucky can you be? Now, Matty, a lot of people would have DCAM, and he was on 44 SuperCoach at quarter time.
I know, you called me an idiot because I told you not to get him, and you're like, you're an idiot, I wish I got him. And then and Jordy was so excited when that message back, he was laughing his head off.
I'm just happy that you
dodged a bullet. And you dodged a
train. I could have got that English, I always wanted to know.
You could have got that English.
Or the Grundy. But look, if Darcy Cameron, we'll talk about now Darcy Cameron owners. The best 2 options are got to be number 1 English, number 2 Grundy. I mean, Grundy's, I would go for English personally, only because English, he's got no competition. I know that Grundy, once Gorn is better in 4 weeks, that's going to be he's going to start reverting his scoring. What do you think, mate?
I think Grundy in his next 4 weeks against West Coast's Jamison's is a good...
100%. I know he's going to score well, but that's going to come to an end.
Yeah, of course.
English's scoring probably won't come to an end.
Yeah, no, probably not. Until he gets injured.
Maybe this doesn't. However, for all the reasons why we didn't pick English, now he's just going to start. He's number 1 in SuperCoach after 3 weeks.
3 games. Oh, look, let's face it. Mason was up there too. It's a bit...
And a lot of people are asking about Mason Woods.
It's a long season.
It is, but English is a good player.
Yeah.
And he's doing English things.
He does the things that he does.
I hate him so much.
Yeah, I hate him too.
I just have so much envy, guys. I got none of these players that are doing good.
You're hating everyone that all these other players have got, and
you know what I hate more than that? I hate the rookies, just the absolute potato rookies, like a McElhaney and stuff.
And the Noah Longs of the competition.
The Noah Longs and the Chandlers and all these guys that have actually produced absolutely shit games, but scored. Anyway, we'll get to those.
They scored more than Bont. And Bont will get votes for that game too. What will get votes for that game?
I know. And if they're ranking points, which if you don't know, SuperCoach is ranking points,
You're
not ranking them very right because there's no way Alex Keith was better than Bont that game. Anyway.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Moving on to the Tigers champ. So anyway, Darcy Cameron, we'll talk about that on the questions. Nank, look at him go. It's 3 weeks in a row where stroking Nank's shank. Like he's on fire.
He loves the shank.
He's on fire. Like he's big point of difference, and he's doing really good things. He has not scored anything below 100. Like
I'm really glad you're telling me this, but like who is going to bring in Nank?
Doc. Doc's got him.
Doc's got Nank.
Doc's got Nank. So good on you, Doc. There's a shout out for you. Tim Taranto, 29 touches, doing what he does best. Good on you. Liam Baker had really shit game or first game or good game?
It wasn't that bad, but I know he's up there now with a lot of the questions of people.
I've seen him being a lot of big players.
Well, he is. He's like, if I go to my team, he goes one of the most traded players in my team.
Too.
I'm like, is everyone really getting Liam Baker? I know he's a good price. He's the third most traded player that I don't have.
Well, it's pretty funny. Like, look, maybe he's going to be one of those Coxes because he crashed and burned. Rampy,
one of those
crashed and burned. You know Brendan Cox?
Oh, okay.
Brendan,
I thought you meant one of those cocks.
No, we don't talk about that.
Sorry. Okay.
We only talk about Nank's shank, no one else's.
Else's shank.
But Brendan, could he be one of those players that are going to be, Brendan Cox as a first
But he's not a key position player like Brendan Cox is. This guy is, look, he got 15 touches his first game, and he played like shit. He got 63, but then he got 25 touches and a goal. Then he got 32 touches and 143, and he's going to lose that 63. So his break even now is going to be 5.
Wow!
And if he gets a 95, he's going up by 40k. And he's dual position, and he's only 4'6". That's why a lot of people are jumping on.
It's pretty funny.
It is funny, but the way my team is going, I need like a team of all fucking pods just to catch up. So
Baker's one of the most traded players in.
I wouldn't recommend that. Besides, do you think Baker's gonna can keep it up? I know he's done this heaps of times before.
I think it's very inconsistent.
It is, but did he score well because all the other Hoppers and Dusties and all that were out?
Potentially, and Jaden Short. Well, that's what they did last year as well when they threw Short and Baker in the midfield because there was no midfielders to fill that role.
Well, I got news for you, Matthew. He only got 2 CBAs.
Then where's he getting his touches, Jaws? Well, look,
in the back line.
Well, there you go. Well, look, not for me, but Liam Baker, like obviously, people are looking at the numbers, not the names and the potential of the players.
Yeah,
and that's probably why it's there. But as we saw, Dean Rampy and Brendan Cox, all these type of players that scored big.
Told you not to trade in Rampy. If Rampy's in your trade calculations, it's a massive. I told you.
No, he's already made his money, so he's getting rid of that 150. We'll talk about Sydney when it comes up. But besides those boys. Ryan Mansell,
Ryan Mansell.
That other guy, Samson Ryan, I thought he was going to do well because...
he wasn't subbed off. He was on his way to a 54, something like that.
Well, they had to sub him off because Collingwood had no ruck anyway. You know what I mean? It's like...
they had to inject a little bit more.
You know what? Do you know what I'm actually not considering? So that Alex Johnson...
Don't tell me what you're considering.
Not considering.
Trading.
Not trading. Just the role of Ash Johnson from Collingwood.
He's not 300,000.
He's 300,000. He got an 80. Yes.
He got 2 hit-outs, 3 hit-outs.
Yeah, he'll be in the ruck.
He'll probably be half time with McStay.
Yeah.
But at least we've got a game or two to watch.
Yeah, I know it'll be fun. But yeah, so good old.
It's my definition of fun.
I reckon it is. Colin, did you see that specky he did in the ruck? That was amazing.
Tyler Young,
he was
102k.
Did you see the specky he did in the ruck?
Yes.
So acknowledge it.
But he tapped it to another Richmond player.
Don't care. It was impressive.
This is what I have to deal with.
And we won. So anyway, so who else you want to talk
Tyler
about?
Young. A lot of people are thinking of bringing him. He's on the bubble, 102k.
I can't believe you got a 52 Supercoach with 16% efficiency.
Yeah, and 6 touches, 16% efficiency. Like if that was Kyle Chandler, that would be 130.
Oh yeah, easily. Geordie hates Kyle, not getting that Kyle Chandler.
Kyle, Cade, whatever.
He kicked 3 goals, champ.
Well done.
Anyway, well, there's not much there to say about the Tiger. Hopefully Hopper's in.
Hopper is in, it's already confirmed. Dustin Martin's in and Short is not in.
Good.
So yeah, I don't like Tyler Young personally, guys. 102k for 6 touches at 16% efficiency. That screams the next, give me some shit, Chesser. The next
Chesser right there, okay.
And if you don't know, if you haven't checked out our Facebook page, Chesser is out for a couple of weeks.
Is he now? That's awesome.
Champ, check out the page.
I've been so busy.
Okay.
All right, moving on to the next one. Cheer.
Daniel Rioli, I want to talk about him for a little bit. He got 25 touches, right?
Yeah.
But he only got 56 SuperCoach.
Wow, he got 90
Now, he's one of
kicks.
those players that like scored huge, then medium, then low. So he's going to be the one that loses a lot of money, as opposed to someone like Rory Laird who scored small, then big, then...
Well, 19 kicks, seven clangers, and 48%.
I think he might... I think he's a cheap... He could be a cheap pickup in a couple of weeks with that 50 in his name. But yeah...
Why go for him when you can go for Baker?
Let me tell you... Do you like Baker more than Rioli?
At this stage, yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, one got 50 and
Well,
one got 143.
Well, exactly. This guy's going to be making 50k. Like,
Yeah, but... Anyway, let's go to CBAs. The number one for the game is Shane Curvis, 18.
my boy.
Dion Prestia, 17. Pendlebury, 14. DeGoey, 13. Tom Mitchell, 13. Taranto, 13, which is a little bit low. Darcy Cameron, 12, subbed off. Taylor Adams, 8. Now, Taylor Adams has 60% time forward. He will get DPP status, and he's really cheap. I know,
he got a 32 Supercoach with 20 touches. He's already cheap as it is.
Yeah, but he's going to be, like, you can pick him up in the forward line for 330 or 350,000.
He'll be a good bench mid to
He's
forward
going to be
option.
straight on the field. And
He'll be straight on the field.
Crisp only got 6, so he's going to get DPP.
In the defence.
Yep. And that's pretty much everyone of note. Nick Dacos really got nothing. As we mentioned before, guys, Liam Baker only got 2 CBAs, so it's not like he was a midfielder. He was just cleaning up that back line. Some kick-ins for the young Zeebs.
Go on.
Vlaston got 7.
Wow.
That's a lot. Nick Davis got 5, so he that's a lot of...
I saw a TikTok on Collingwood.
Who runs the fastest?
Who runs the fastest?
Yeah.
And it came to Tom Mitchell's turn, and he goes, "Who runs the fastest, Tom? Oh, Nick Dacos when there's a kick in."
Yeah.
So you just...
And that's what you want.
And that's what you want from a Nick Dacos, just running straight to the ball, just sniffs the kick in.
And Liam Baker got 2. Daniel Rioli got 3 kick-ins. Matt Zeebs, next game, please.
All right, we're going to the Hawks. Hawks finally got a win on the board.
This is a real... There's a lot of talking points here.
Oh, tell me about it. So Hawks got up by a good 39 points against North Melbourne. Sam Mitchell beats his old mentor in the coach, Alistair Clarkson.
How many points did they win by? 39?
Yeah.
No?
29, sorry.
You sure it wasn't 19?
19, sorry.
You've done a carry on me.
Too tired.
North Melbourne's up by a point 2 or 3.
Anyway, all right, let's have a look at point 2 or 3. All right, so Dylan Morcott does 3 votes. Geordie's favourite player.
Oh, that's his first ton of the year.
Yeah, he got 131, 24 touches, 8 marks, 2 goals, just dominated everywhere. Sicily's doing the Sicily things.
Sicily is looking like a real safe, over 100 kind of player.
Oh, yeah.
And
like 18 marks and 28 posies. Why wouldn't you? Will Day, George, what do you think of his breakout game?
So, as in terms of possessions, it wasn't a breakout game. In terms of Supercoach scoring, it definitely was. 139. Now, Matty, that's
huge.
He's already... Because
He's 400,000 now.
Yeah, and he had that 68 or so round 1. Now he's got 2 pretty good scores. Could be one to jump on if you want a mid-price who's going to get DPP. Not like you need him in the midfield, but Will Day looks like he's getting a lot fair. But I'll read the CBAs while you got that up, Matty.
Sure.
Because Goldstein the most with 21. Connor Nash got... Come on, Sam Mitchell. The highest at Hawthorn was 17. Connor Nash, fuck me. Will Phillips, 17. Really making the most without LDU and Simpkin there. Got to be wary of that. Cunningham, 16, without them 2 missing. Will Day, the next highest midfielder for Hawthorn, with 15. Reeves, 14. Warple, 13. So the roll is still there for Warpedo. We'll get into that. 12 only for Newcomb. 9 for Meek, 8 for Josh Ward. And this is why I benched this fucking arsehole. Cam McKenzie, 4 CBAs and still gets an 85-ish, 90. And I knew, because last game he got 6 CBAs, that his CBAs weren't really good. So I tried to play someone like Warple over him, and he gets 4 CBAs and he absolutely destroys it.
20 touches, 8 contesteds. Well done to that Cam McKenzie, making us money. I'm happy with that.
I'm watching him play him this week against the Cats, and he's going to have his fucking 3 CBAs or whatever, and he's going to get a 30.
Nice 40, yeah. That's what he does, George.
You try to use logic in this fucking game, and it just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And then you had, who else? Warple. George, let's talk about Warple.
I traded in Warple. Ooh, guys, come on.
Geordie traded in Warple. I started with the idiot, but I'm getting him out, so I don't really need a bit of training to get him in to get him out. George, what do you think of that Warple?
I think that his CBAs were there. He just played a really shit game, and hopefully he gets more next week. Because
75% game.
Connor Nash, 17. What the fuck did that idiot do?
He did 91 24 touches, 9 contesteds. Did okay.
Yeah, well, if anyone gets that kind of CBAs, they'll be doing okay. But
Jam, what about my boy back in the day? That good old Brockman.
yeah.
So
123k.
123k, Brockman, he's been in the season for a while. I'll be keeping a close eye on him in the next week.
Yeah, a small forward from Hawthorn, can't wait.
Can't wait to get our hands on that guy.
Tyler Brockman.
Tyler Brockman, champ. Anyway, well, a bit of that Ferguson.
Scrimshaw played his first game, got a ton. That's nice.
Did he? Oh, well, finally. Yeah, the Hawks look good against North, obviously, in Tasmania. As their home.
Well, without their two best midfielders.
Without their two best midfielders. But look at that Schneasel. He just keeps on Schneaseling his way to money, man.
There is 24% of teams that don't have Schneasel, and I don't know how I have him, and I'm still doing so bad.
Schneasel, 120, 24. He got 114 2 games in a row, then a nice 120. So that's just what
If you don't have Schneasel, you're bringing him in, I'd say yes, even though he's gone up 100k.
Well, I brought in Jack Zeeble this week. Jules, you brought him in well. Not his role that he was doing. How many? I want to see some kick-ins here.
I'll give you some kick-ins, matey.
I want to see what he did because there was 14 points.
Well, he got the most kick-ins. So Scrimshaw done 5, Zeeble done 5. So they're the leaders of the game. McDonald done 3, Schneasel done 3, Hardwick done 1, Bramble done 1, and a couple other losers from North.
It's just a bit sad. Like there's 14 points that scored from Hawthorn. You would think Zeeble is going to get more than 5 kick-ins, which is pretty sad.
About half.
It's pretty sad.
6.
Even
5.
that, well, half of 14 is 7. He got 2 less than more than he should, which could have got him.
Well, I mean, you can't count him getting half of.
And they started him on the bench. I was pretty upset.
Yeah,
it was pretty sad.
And then by the time he came on, everyone was like on 20s and 23s, and he was just
he did like 3 minutes. I think he was on 9 with 3 minutes to go, and he did a couple of kicks.
Now Will Phillips, man, he got a good score, but he only got 16 touches, and the 2 best midfielders for North Melbourne were playing. How do we read into that?
If his name, get him. That's how I'm reading.
That's it.
That's it. If he's named not sub, get him. Like I don't like any rookie watchers at the moment that haven't. They're about to do their bubble. There is a couple like our Tyler Brockman and that Van Roonen who we had a big rap about at the start of the preseason.
Charlie Comben. Now look, that's when you think a rookie is shit. He goes against the 70. Like all the rookies that are real shit that if you had half a brain you wouldn't have in your team, they're all done good. But McElhaney was getting 40s and 50s and he got like an 80, 86.
McElhaney.
Comben had a real good score because he was the number 1 rush.
He finished on minus last week, didn't he? He did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Comben finished on -3. I'm pretty sure.
That's. I don't think he finished on -3.
I thought pretty.
Man, I don't think he finished on -3.
I'm gonna just confirm what he finished on. He finished on 12.
Yeah, okay. So that's not -3.
I think it was on -3 at half time. But anyway, finished on 12.
Thinking of Darcy.
Yeah, that was also true as well. But yeah, Bergman, he's still getting games and he's making because
55s.
He was still, he's still getting.
It's pretty good. If I got a Bergman, I'm happy with 55s.
There's nothing else really to watch here. LDU obviously laid out, must have been a lot of people.
Yeah,
getting in.
Now there's still another opportunity to get LDU. Do you still recommend people jump on? He only had a corky to his calf.
I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I know English he's the number 1 player in SuperCoach, but LDU is the
Are we going a bit like crazy trying to trade in a guy that's only had 2 really good games?
Well, no, because from 8 grounds before the season finished, he was averaging 115 from the bottom end of the season. We were
round 7.
From round 7 last year.
113, I think.
115.
13.
115.
Let's argue over these 2 points.
Yeah.
That's for the fuck of it.
It's 114 then. Still, I think that's still pretty good. And like, obviously, they're winning games. Like they've won 2 out of the 3. Yeah, I don't hate LDU. I think he'll be a good option. And the way that he moves and watching him play is...
Now, would you recommend someone go grab them an LDU or go grab yourself a Clary?
Well, that's a big $170,000 difference.
150.
Clary's going up, isn't he?
No.
LDU's 150. What's Clary now?
150, a bit less.
Okay. Well, that's still 150. That's a lot. It's a big difference. And LDU is averaging more than him. So.
Yeah, but you can't get those points that you're trading.
What if you already got Oliver?
Glad.
You don't think LDU could...
I mean, I like to go.
Oh, who doesn't like to go? Who doesn't like to go? But anyway, I still think LDU's okay get.
I mean, I wouldn't trade in anyone from Collingwood because they all seem to be incredibly inflated because they're just smashing teams. I would like to see if they lose who's scoring the points.
Who's going to beat them?
Who's going to beat them? Who do they have this week? Brisbane. That could be one.
Well, we have
first up.
Collingwood has not beaten Brisbane in like 3 times the last time they played it together 3 times.
Last time we've been 3 times in the 3 times.
We haven't been playing 3 times together. Last week.
Fergalicious champ. Fergalicious only got a 51, which is...
Is that his highest score of his career? I think it might be.
I mean...
I think he scored 30.
Finn McGuinness got subbed off. I guess because I had no one to tag, so they didn't need Finn McGuinness to tag anyone.
No. Because there's no midfielders. Well, he wasn't really doing much when he did get subbed off.
Anything else of note here, Matt Seeves? Cam McKenzie, do you feel comfortable playing this guy next week? He scored well. He only had 4 CBAs. He had 9 effective tackles.
I think I'll be playing him this week.
That's because of choice or because...
Well, I still have Chester in my team, so I think if that, what's his name, is playing, Will Phillips, I'll be making him emergency. And if he does well, Chester will be on. If he does shit...
Phillips. Now, yeah, okay. Well, look, I think I might be restructuring a bit.
Jules, we'll talk about that very soon. Anyway, next game. Giants v the Blues.
I can't, because I'm just going to sound like an arsehole every game, because this is just...
Why? What's wrong, Jules? What's wrong?
I'm not a Doherty owner, right? I traded Doc out, but if I was a Doherty owner, that game he played, that game is not an 87. How can it be 36 Dream Team, 136 Dream Team, the 87 SuperCoach, 39 touches, 22 kicks, 10 marks, 1 goal, 7 contested possessions.
Only 1 clanger. No, how many clangers did he get? Where is he? Doherty. He got 7 clangers, okay.
That's still... what's the fucking point? Like, just go out and get people that touch the ball 3 times like Chandler and you'll be fine, because obviously champion data is just hide a bunch of new guys. They don't know how it works and they haven't told anyone.
Yeah.
And look, and you know what?
Good old Paddy Cripps too.
Cripps was by far the best on ground. 42 touches?
42 touches.
20 contested and 112.
13 clearances. 100 tries, not good enough.
It is good enough.
It is.
That's 150. Cripps owner should be fucking,
25
handballs. This is bullshit. I don't know what the fucking thing champions data is doing.
Even the meters gained weren't even bad. Like, Cripps got the most meters gained.
563 meters gained.
So the handballs weren't the backhand ones, and 20 of them were at least contested.
Like, it's just ridiculous how they're scoring these players, especially these 2 of the Carlton.
Yeah.
This is just some of the most ridiculous shit I've seen. Like, Jesse Motlop, right, was okay, 17 touches, 2 goals. Almost got the same as Doherty.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Like, ranking points. What are we ranking? Because they're not in order of how good they were, because that's just bloody ridiculous. Now, let's get to...
We might as well on Carlton. Sard's continuing his awesome form. He's got 23 touches.
How about that? Like
128. Newman, all the backline players there clearly got a lot on the football with Newman, Sard, Doherty.
Is it too late to trade out Doherty? A lot of the owners are saying, like, they want to do some things, they want to make some magic happen. Is it too late to trade out Doherty?
Nothing's too late.
I mean, he's already lost 30-something K.
If they're not performing, they're not performing.
He's performing. He's just not being rewarded for it because champion data...
well, that's what I mean. Like Doherty...
But he's performing. He's playing really well.
Yeah, I get it. It's nothing is never too late to get rid of if you don't like him. You don't like him. Like, obviously, everyone's just looking at their SuperCoach scores, and that's a lot of people's focus to get those scores in or out based on what they did last week. But... as Geordie is so adamant and angry, like 39 touches and 10 marks and a goal should not be getting you 87s. So to get rid of Doherty, if he replicates that same game, like, it's not going to be an 87.
And if Cripps replicates that same game,
that's not going to be 112.
20 contested possessions.
So if you want to get rid of Doherty because you're looking at that score, okay, but look at the bigger picture. Look at his role. Look, he's 39 touches. 10 marks.
Let's see what's happening with the CBAs for this game, because, like, if Doherty and Cripps are all clearly racking them up, and see if because we'd like to look at the roles, not the points. That's a better indication of who's doing what.
Their future potential.
The future potential. Well, number 1 is Flynn with 20. Number 2 is Tom Green with 19. Number 3, Neilio 18. Cripps 18. Jally 16. Hewitt 16. Ed Curnow, Matty, remember that talk about Ed Curnow? He had 15.
He only got 50 SuperCoach.
What a star. 14 to Pitto, and Ralston got 13, who's on the bubble. 13 is a really good role for Ralston, or Roaston, however the hell you say his name.
Yeah.
And Chera 11. Doherty had 5. So
there you have it. Well, look, based on the Carlton, Cripps and Doherty, like, still have them, keep them. I wouldn't trade them.
I think it's too late to trade out Doherty.
I think so. Oliver Hollands did okay in the rookie watch, 66, could have done better, but Cohen doing the things that he just does, he's going to be a slow burn.
I want to say something, Matty. Ralston, right? He's sitting on 30 CBAs over 2 games. He's averaging 15 CBAs in his last 2 games.
Well, he got a 48 and a 55. And how much is he, Jules?
He's 132k or so.
And what position does he play? Midfield only.
Now, the role's there. He's getting, he's averaging 15 CBAs a game, which is pretty good, pretty decent kind of numbers. It's only a matter of time before he starts doing some things.
It could be a matter of time before he gets dropped too. Like obviously the Giants needed to win, and they, he didn't for that amount of CBAs, only got 14 touches, not really clearing the football and getting in there. How many tackles? Maybe that's not. He only got three tackles game average.
Playing his role.
I don't like him. If you think you're going to get some Chandler numbers out of those touches, I don't think so, Jules. But look, one to talk about. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets dropped. Cornelio, there's another talking point. Same thing. If you're getting 29 touches and only getting a 58 Supercoach, it's pretty sad as well for Cornelio. So the role's there.
The role is there. Unfortunately, he scored this shit number. Well, I traded him in, and he got 55% efficiency, guys. 3 free kicks against. I mean, Cornelio is one I can understand a little bit more than the Carlton boys because, he didn't look as good as the Carlton boys did because they were everywhere. But
that's also true. Lucky Ash fight again.
30 touches,
94 Supercoach, done all right. Tom Green doing the things.
DPP for Lucky Ash coming up.
Yep, 34 touches for Tom Green. Josh Kelly didn't need to set the word on fire. He got 30 touches and a goal.
148. Isn't that a massive reward for all the people that hold on to Josh Kelly?
Yeah.
A lot of people looking at primos would be someone in contention to bring in.
Josh Kelly?
Yeah.
I don't know. If you got Tom Green and Cornelio, I don't really want to.
Not many people will have.
Yeah,
both. I think maybe just Tom Green.
Yeah, well, they are the most picked players, as in Tom Green and Cornelio.
I feel it's like 17%.
Is that it? That's so sad for me.
Yeah. Well, Jack Buckley, guys. I know a lot of people looking into bringing Jack Buckley in his first over 90 score in a row. He is already gone up a fair bit of money, but people want to ride this cash train. I don't know if it's going to net you 150k. I know there's a bit of questions on Buckley, but we'll get back into that when the questions come up. But yeah, look for his touches, 12 touches to get you 99. I don't like it. That's
91% efficiency.
Very, very nice. But if you're only touching the ball 12 times, that could easily be a 30.
Yeah.
I'm not loving it. Tom Green had a really good game, I thought, but it wasn't rewarded with points.
Yeah, well, Cooper Hamilton, he got subbed off. He got 12 touches. He got a 24. So only one possession difference to our boy Buckley. And it's a 60-point difference. More, 80-point difference. Anyway, I think we're done with that one, George. Is there any other talking
Brett
points?
Daniels was on the bubble. He got a 77 and 2 goals.
We liked him at the start, but we didn't have the balls to get him. I think it was just a bit too expensive.
Too expensive, absolutely. And look, I'm getting Radical Lees and Bruce's and should have just gone for the absolute bargain basement ones. There was Ollie Hollands who was really on fire in the first quarter, but slowed down heaps. He's got 85% time on ground and he only got a 66 or so kind of SuperCoach score, but he could be a handy option. Champ, what are you doing?
I don't know, contested. Could be a handy option, but do you want to go to the next game?
Sure, Matty, why not?
All right, so good old St Kilda and Essendon. Hasn't St Kilda really? The boss is back. Back in Moorabbin. Mason Wood getting 3 votes again. That's funny. 27 touches, 11 marks and a goal. Wow, what position is? Can you read some stats out?
I'm going to read some CBAs out. 25, the highest in the ground to Seb Ross. Then 24 to Marshall. I love Marshall's role. I don't know, he didn't score well. Well, let's keep the faith with him. Dylan Shield, 23. Draper, 22. B. Crouch, 21. Darcy Parish, 21. Setterfield, 19. Merritt, 18. Hunter Clark, 11. Gresham, 11. Sinclair, 6. Philippou finally got some CBAs for the first time in the season, 6, which is actually pretty promising. Wiedemann, 6. Windhager, 4. Codwell, 3. And Mitch Owens, 2. Zane Cordy, 2.
Well, let's have a look at the losing team in the Bombers. Charles, where did it all go wrong?
For Essendon?
Well, yeah, Parish and Merritt both getting under 90s. That's with respectively 25 touches from Merritt, 35 touches from Darcy. Still can't get you 100 with a goal, even Parrish getting a goal.
I don't know what they're doing this year because 35 touches and a goal, getting an 82 Supercoach.
Everyone brought in centre field as Geordie ran off the CBAs. He only got 21 touches on 79% game time. Still number one up there in. Was he the CBAs centre field?
No, he's in. It was 19 CBAs.
19, okay. So still getting what he needs to be getting. So hold the faith on him. Davey Jr. isn't he doing some things? 60.
He's not doing things, Matty.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's not doing things. He's doing those things.
Now, how about that Ridley? Because a lot of people still want to trade out Ridley after getting a 96. He took 14 marks and got 21 touches. You're not going to be getting much more than that.
Nothing was contested.
Well, let me read some kick-ins. Maybe that will shed some light because I don't think he took any. Mason Redmond got 5. Malira got 4. Sinclair got 4. McGrath got 2. Langford got 1. And there was none to Ridley.
Wow.
That's just really... That's like, that really caps his kind of ceiling.
Just disheartening, yeah. Without kick-ins, well, he's 96. If you've got a few kick-ins. But then again, Saints didn't really do much kicking behinds. Only got 8. So it was a low scoring.
What about Mason Wood?
I hate him. Do you like him?
He wasn't even in the CBAs.
What is he doing?
And I know we're going to get questions about him because I know people love chasing that magical score.
But
you got 2 over.
There's not just one magical score. There's 3 magical scores. He hasn't scored under 106 draws. He got 108 round 1, 102, then 100.
He's a midfielder only, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. He is. There's no room in that midfield, that's for sure.
Now, Matty.
Yeah.
Say you were ranked really poorly. Would you consider a Mason Wood?
You might as well.
He even hurt his shoulder, guys, in the last bit of play. So
you might as well just give up and just do something stupid. Why not? Have a bit of fun.
Don't, because your season's going to stop at round 4.
No, that's not true.
Mason Wood, honestly, you hate him. Do you?
He's from North Melbourne. Like, he was
St Kilda?
He was a North Melbourne reject, and he came to St Kilda, and he's doing these things. Like, what can you? I don't know. What can you? Maybe Ross the boss likes him. Like,
I mean, he's playing a half forward flank, mate. The position's not good.
But how they're playing because they're playing a lot wide.
I didn't get him.
I'm not getting him. We should have got him from the start, but no one is going to get him from the start. No one is ever going to get him. Look,
no one should be getting him now.
We could talk about that when we get some hard-burning questions with, are we getting Mason Wood?
Yeah, okay.
All right, Brad Crouch doing what he does.
No, who cares about Brad Crouch?
Okay, cool. Hunter Clark got an 80.
Hunter Clark, what do you think of his role? 21 touches, 80. Yeah.
There's nothing really from St Kilda.
I mean, it's probably my high score on my backline if I had that.
Let's talk about the Stockers. He did all right. 74, 74 and a 70. Got a bit sore. He only got 67% game time. Not a lot, but still,
he didn't, did he?
Still did all right. He's going to make some cash. That Anthony Committee, 65.
Caminiti, what?
Caminides.
I just should have got him, mate. 65.
Philip, you said he got a 51. I'm so glad we dodged that bullet.
It's not a bullet. I for once in the whole thing liked his role. Because he didn't get 6 touches and 3 goals like last week. He actually got 6 CBAs, which is showing that Ross is showing more faith in him to get some more midfield time, which can increase his scoring in time.
Do you know what I love the most about this game?
Is that Caminiti 102k got his another score over 60, and that's going to make all the owners that got Caminiti lots of cash because I don't have Caminiti.
Well, okay, that's not what I love because that's clearly the opposite of loving something.
Maybe you'd like his form.
No, I like the fact that Sinclair got 24 touches and only a 63 Supercoach on the money breaking week. So that he's going to have that shit number in his name and could be a target for Schneering.
Oh, he's on my watch list. 100%. You have to be.
Yeah.
If I can get it for 500k.
Yeah. So Sinclair, very top, you'll think a top 6 premium in the back line for sure. So. And he's got his shittest score of the year, which is going to hold and drop cash.
People are worried about Marshall, should they be?
No.
He's scoring like an absolute potato.
I know he is. He's scoring like an absolute idiot.
But we're keeping the faith with him?
For now.
All right. Why not? Let's do it.
All
right. Let's go over to the Bummers because Matty touched on it briefly. But Zach Merritt, 25 touches, 7 tackles.
Why are we repeating the same shit I just said?
Because you said it was so boring. I was going to say it with a bit more life because you just really...
I made a good point. That
Mason Redmond... really disappointed owners with his sub 50 number. Is it time to get rid of Mason Redmond? If you have him.
Yes. Why would you have him?
But he was scoring well before this game.
Okay.
He got a couple of hundreds. So now he's got a 49.
Essendon just looks shit though, as a whole, as a team.
I mean, sure they're going to look better. I'm sure they got someone beatable.
They barely beat Gold Coast last week.
but they beat them real good.
Yeah,
Well, Parrish was up there before this week in the top midfielders. So now, okay, so if you're saying if you got Redmond, get rid of him. All right, well, matey, I'm going to let you know that Essendon have the Giants this week at Marvel Stadium.
no, Redmond will bounce back, that's for sure. He's
going to bounce back real good.
He'll bounce back real good. Let's go to the next.
Nick Martin got 27.
Because I feel like you're just talking shit just for the sake of talking
Nick Martin's a good player. I'll bring him up every podcast.
Let's go to the Adelaide Derby. Port Adelaide v the Cruise.
Now, that Dawson got the medal. Do you reckon he deserved it?
I didn't watch this game. It's the only game I didn't watch.
Well, I don't think he didn't deserve it. Because that Gilthorpe looked great. He kicked 5 goals. And that Rankin was another one that I had ahead
Rankin should have been, everyone, I was watching some footy on the couch or whatever was it called. Anyway, I was talking about Rankin should have been the middle winner, not Geordie Dawson. 18 touches, get you a medal.
And touches in the goal when
Rankin got 17 touches and 4 goals.
Yeah, it's stupidity at its finest. That it's want to. Yeah, Luke Pedlar had another good game, got 73 Supercoach, but he's been suspended for 1 week. Rory Laird, I think, got 118 with 26 touches and a goal.
114.
Is that final? Because I thought he got 118.
He got 114.
All right,
26 touches and a goal, 114. 18 contested. It still looks good.
Is there something wrong with Lairdy? Why isn't he getting those 130s?
Didn't you... Is Laird... No, that was Oliver. Port Adelaide. Oliver always plays poorly against Port Adelaide.
No, Laird always plays bad against Port Adelaide.
Well, okay, well, there you go.
But usually they're tagging him with Drew, but... Well, Drew did have 10 tackles, so it could have been against him.
Well, you'll think, Adelaide won by, 5-6 goals, whatever it was. Like, you'll think that Laird would be number one, but no, I think he just did his role. He only got 4 tackles. Like, clearly something's wrong with him.
I think there might be something wrong with him because he usually gets, those high 7+ tackles.
Oh, easy 9, yeah. Who else we're looking at here, George? Rory Laird, Dawson, they did respectively evenly.
I can't believe Dawson keeps on pumping out with, subpar numbers.
Now, you're talking about that McElhaney before, Champ. That's pretty
82.
funny. Good on him. 130,000 player in the midfield. 12 touches, get you an 82 these days.
Luke.
So, when 39 touches from Doherty can only get you an 87.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That'll happen. That's pretty funny. Luke Pedlar, 73. He got 3 goals. Okay, yeah. If you're kicking 3 goals as a small forward, that's probably...
He's still been getting 70s. But if he's out for a week now, do you reckon it's an opportunity for some of those coaches to move him on to get someone else in?
I think so. Like, why wouldn't you?
Maybe because you think...
Coaches.
Because maybe you think he's
he might not break in. Yeah, no, you'll keep him for at least... How many weeks? 1 week?
I'll take 1 week, yeah.
You'll keep him.
Ben Keys, he's playing really bad, but he will be able to select in the forward line round 6.
Touching him.
So, the due position, there could be some positional changes at Adelaide and he could be chucked into the midfield.
Maybe. All right, let's go to the Port Adelaide, the losers of the team. I saw Horn Francis were killing it, and then the final score, I couldn't believe
I think he gave away some pivotal free kicks and done some stupid things at the end. But 84 is not too bad for a mid-pricer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be hating it if I was a Horn Francis owner. Connor Rose got 28 touches and a goal.
Good on him.
126 a shining light for Port Adelaide. Happy days if you got him.
Happy days. There's no one really else I like in this game to even mention.
Well, there's not many Port Adelaide players I like in general. Batter's got another really average number with a really average kind of role again.
Yeah.
I'll read out some CBAs because...
Why not?
What the hell is happening? Because Adelaide's beating Port Adelaide. It was been a monster kind of...
Houston finally got his ton, didn't he? Came back.
Did he get a ton, did he?
He got 110, 21 touches.
Did he? He looked pretty shit. So CBAs, Riley O'Brien, 31. Laird got the second highest, which is what Lairdy owners want to see, 27. Lice at 26. What's that potato scoring?
89 is highest score of the year.
Good on him. Rosie got 25, so they're the highest for Port Adelaide. 21 to Dawson, almost as a full-time midfielder now.
Oh, wow.
Only 18 touches, though. Horn Francis, 20. Will Drew, 20. Wines, 19. We slid down the list. Rochelle, 18. And we apparently went off with a bit of an injury.
One's only got 21 touches.
But yeah, Rochelle's looking pretty good this year. Berry got 13. And he got subbed off. And Travis Boak
what did he do?
got 10 CBAs and another 40.
You'll think he'll be a full-time mid after TLC, but clearly not.
Key's got 7.
Heads are gonna drop. Hickey's gonna be doing some chops for sure.
For sure. A lot of people had Sam Berry to have a kind of breakout year, but look at that, getting subbed off, Matty, at halfway through the game.
Jeez.
5 touches, 9 tackles, 45. If you ever like Sam Berry for whatever reason, he's going to be pretty cheap in a couple of weeks. So
No, I don't think he's only good at tackling.
and Dersma, Tom's man, he got subbed off on a 33. Oh yeah, Tommy.
5 touches. How much time did he get? He got off half a footy.
Not even, yeah.
That's pretty funny, George.
It's pretty funny.
That is very funny. There's nothing much. How about the Geelong Gold Coast? That was what a game.
As Cats the only team without a win.
Yeah, they're looking
funny.
pretty bad. Bottom of the ladder. Gold Coast snuck away.
Let's talk about that.
How upset can you be when you get Tom Stewart?
Pay all that money for him. Get a fucking 12 or whatever he scored.
And then
get
say
rid of him.
for 4 weeks. For 4 weeks we're not going to see him, but he only comes back. He only missed a week, literally a week.
Yeah,
he missed round 2.
He's an
comes
asshole,
back round 3 and gets 167.
167.
Wow, go Tommy. Tommy Stewart, 29 touches.
Like literally, just how about you just don't get injured for 1 week and just get that round 1 when all the coaches paid up that money to get you. You wasted a trade. You got me a 12. My season's fucking over because of you, Tom. Good on you.
Yep, Tom really hurt. Yeah, Radigalia, he was on 33 quarter time and got. And then
I'm like, ooh, maybe a breakout game. He got 47 points.
He got 14 points for the rest of the game.
But I know, wow, Hawkins is going to be cheap. And he's always up that 500k
that
mark.
Fat ball. Hawkins is underdone since Collingwood.
He got 23 SuperCoach guys. Put him on your radar if you're interested in a bit of a pod forward in 3 weeks that you can get because Tom Hawkins is always around that 500k, but he's going to be like you can get him for 400, maybe 3.8. Geelong's going to start winning games eventually. It could be one to look at. Maybe.
Well, right now, George, they're the bottom of the ladder, and tall forwards are a must-know get.
But Tom Hawkins has always averaged over 500.
That's because Geelong have always been winning games, and they have.
Well, they've got to start winning some games soon. They've got Hawthorn.
Do they? When they got Tanner Bruin, guys, if you didn't get rid of him, why didn't you?
He's so stinky. That's one stinky Bruin.
Oh god, that's too funny.
Max Holmes, he's stinky as well. 67.
They're all stinky.
Stinky idiots in this team.
He already needs a shower anyway.
Because of the dreadlocks.
Because of the dreads, yeah. Let's move over to the Gold Coast.
What about Bose? We didn't talk about Bose.
Well, Bose, what's his role?
Bose was looking good until Tom Stewart. Not only did he fuck us up, he fucked Bowers up because he got 13 touches and a goal, and his role looks really bad.
I know. Well, we were thinking that
8 tackles though.
No, he was in the midfield draws.
You want to see some CBAs? He did get a couple of CBAs, but look, it's nothing that's gonna make you wanna. Matty, where you going?
Just I'm over here, still here.
Oh, okay. All right, let's get some CBAs for your stinky face. Witt's 19.
Yep.
Rao 17. Anderson 16. Took Miller 15. Adkins, the highest for Geelong with 15. Dangerfield 15. Swallow 13. Segler 13. Max Holmes, the hippie 10. Bassas 8. Tanner Braun really getting 8. Guthrie 6. Bowles 5. Jeremy Cameron 3. Flanders got 2.
How funny was that? Flanders goes off injured. A lot of people.
No, did he get injured? I think he's that shit. He
got subbed and
7
injured.
touches, 26. Flanders, Braun. What a nightmare this mid-price man
We knew it was going to happen. We just had to pick the right ones. But anyway, I didn't pick Flanders. You picked him and got rid of him.
You got Braun.
Yes, well.
They're both as stinky as each other. Now let's talk about something that smells nice with Wits.
Oh yeah, he's
now 35 touches, 124 SuperCoach, single-handedly getting me over 2,000 points this week.
Good on you, Witsy.
Thank you, Wits. You're the only one I can trust.
He's pretty good. Took Miller did okay, not really for 20 touches for 109.
I'm happy because he's averaging 109 all year. So look.
But I'm just saying, for the amount of possessions he gets,
it's not enough. Lockie Weller looks like he's gone 29 touches, only 81 SuperCoach, but he's taking all Constable's kicks.
Oh yeah, he is.
And he's looking good. He's getting 29 touches as that defensive role. Ben King got his first good number of the year, 61. He's making some money actually. He got 61.
Okay.
You okay?
All right, cool. Anyway, I don't think there's much to look at there. George, did you know anything regarding Constable's VFL game? Because I heard he killed it.
He got the highest possessions for the game.
Yeah.
But that's never been his problem. He's always got the highest possessions for the game. He's just... It's shit.
Well, Gold Coast won. You think they're going to change the team?
Yeah, maybe because Flanders is injured.
Oh, that could be good.
Yeah, I'm sure they can't wait to get him in.
I'm sure they can't wait to get him after that big sticky game. Yeah. All right, George, moving on to the second last game, Melbourne, Sydney. What a thrashing that was. Sydney looked pretty good for the first 2 rounds and then just got...
Tom Stewart done 6 kickouts, by the way. And
6.
so Lockie Weldon at 7.
Why not? Look at all these big superstars. Let's go straight to Melbourne. Wow. Melbourne, Clayton Oliver.
You know what? Let's save some cash. Let's not click Clayton Oliver. I'm a fucking idiot. That's our preseason. That's our preseason talk.
Yeah. That's true. Oh, no, Clayton Oliver, no, there's something wrong with his stomach. Maybe not get him. And then look what he does. 156. He's going to have that name.
Yeah, I mean, he's not getting the touches. Like, champion data is 25 touches, 2 goals.
Good old Grundy. That doesn't he look good?
143 Grundy.
Only 25.
My God.
He's ready.
Now, I'm going to tell you some... Well, you just keep him going, mate.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so Grundy, 21 touches, 25 hitouts. What a superstar. Didn't even get a lot of hitouts, even though Ladhams is less than a ruckman.
Less than a ruckman?
Yeah. But
less than a human.
No, I wouldn't give him that. He's a person. But Brodie Grundy, 21 touches. He got
Token laddie.
most of his touches all over the ground than the hitouts. I don't think the 143 did not come from his tap work. It came from his clearance and contested possessions work, and obviously 21 touches. Good old Grundy.
Petrarca got his highest score of the year, 119 with 33 touches, 20 kicks. He's bumping up his average to 104.
How about that? Chandler gets 9 touches and 3 goals. Van Roonen gets 9 touches and 3 goals.
All those people jumped on Van Roonen and like Judd McVie after they had such really bad preseason numbers and like bad VFL numbers or whatever it is. Look, Judd McVie got an 80.
Well, look, at the end of the day, they smashed a team by 50 points.
Is it too late to bring Chandler in? He's already gone up 83k.
We're behind. Anyone that doesn't have Chandler in, it's too late. Like $80,000 is someone else has got him before you do.
Yeah, but can he make another 150k from here? I mean, he's got a 90 in his system and he's 200k. Can he make 150k?
Possibly. Well, he's already made 80, so he can...
Well, yeah. Look, if he gets like an actual 50, but I think he's playing like West Coast next week.
They might tag him. He's so damaging.
You know what? He's playing West Coast. He could get another 90. And if he gets one more 90...
I'm sure we're going to get asked questions, is it too late? Is that one of the questions?
I don't know, Jay. I didn't read them all.
Didn't read them off? I'm sure we have.
Van Roonen.
Judd McVeigh got an 80. Oh, look at all these duds. But look, as you expect...
What a shit year this is.
Like, there's only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players out of the 22. Like, more than half the team got over 80 in SuperCoach. And not to mention all those other big...
Well, there's only 7 that got over 100 in this game, which is pretty low.
It's pretty... Well, that's what I mean. They've contributed to all these other shit players.
Yep. Speaking of shit, Callum Mills was actually the highest scorer for Sydney with 103, with the most CBAs he's ever had this year. But the 103 for his price is not good. I'll get into the CBAs because this is going to really make Clary owners happy because he got 31 CBAs. Well, that is what you want.
I love that.
Grundy got 30.
He's fit. How much game time? He had 77.
Only 77 he still got. That's huge. Grundy owners, Clary owners, amazing sides. Parker got 27 CBAs. Callum Mills got 25 champ. I know you're keen. Just let me finish these CBAs, all right, buddy? Okay? You all right? Cool. Chaga got 24 CBAs. Yeah. Ladhams, the big less than ruckman, got 23. Warner got 23. Viney 22. Rowbottom 14. And Joel Amardi got 13.
Wow.
Is he being played in the ruckman? He did get hitouts?
He got 5.
He did.
That's what I was trying to say to Van Roonen. Van Roonen got 3 hitouts.
I don't care about him. Because Amardi's on the bubble this week and he got 122 in his first game and he's doing some ruck work because he's...
Too much cash, Sam. How much is he? 220 something?
Yeah, but he got 120. He's got a 78 again and he's doing a bit of ruck work. He got 13 centre bounces, which is pretty good. Van Roonen got 5 of his own.
There you go.
So Heaney got 1. Yuck. How bad is Heaney doing this year?
Oh, he got missing here.
38 SuperCoach. This is what I thought he'd do last year.
This is what, yeah, exactly. Like we thought, we've been saying, he scores well. He scores shit against the shit teams and scores good against the good teams. Melbourne's clearly the good team, and he scored a.
He scores shit against all teams.
He scores shit against all teams. Heaney is not what we thought he was.
Goulden only got 15 touches, and that is so fucking worrying because I know he got an 85, but that could have been a 60. Oh, now Goulden got less CBAs than Amardi and Sparrow. And James Jordan.
Well, let's face it, like you said just before, Chair, only Callum Mills was the only person that got over 100.
Yeah. And Goulden played on the wing most of the game. And he got less than 33% CBAs. So
I don't know what they're thinking there. Go back. Oh, how about this, Jam? We were talking about it before. Good old Dean Rampy.
Oh, okay.
Dean Rampy. What did he score today?
67.
He's 67.
That's what he does. That's what Dean Rampy does. And if he has a really good game,
it's sad.
It's one out of the blue, and then all these fools jump on him. And I'm sorry if you're listening and I'm calling you a fool, but...
You're a fool. We told you not to.
We told you not to.
All right, so that's that.
Keep in mind, we did tell you not to get... Well, we didn't tell you not to get Clary. He was always in our number one.
Oh, yeah.
I think you had lead above him in the
Yes,
rankings.
I did.
But...
We'll see how that pans out. Next game, Jules. The Fremantle West Coast Newbie. Dockers finally got their first win. Didn't the West Coast Eagles just have a stretcher and an ambulance in every turn?
That was so funny because it gave a lot of game time to all the shit players like Chesser and your boy Noah Long.
So how many weeks is Chester out for the people that still have
A couple of weeks. It'll be about 2 or 3.
And I don't think he'll get a call back.
I think he might because they've got a really shit team.
They sure do. So Jamie Cripps down. Alex Witherden down.
There's no footies in the background.
Shuey. There's no footy. Shuey down. McGovern. What do we say about McGovern?
He done a serious tendon tear. That guy, what is his name? Someone's Bannister, Barrard, someone's garage.
So someone's asked us about...
Yeah, someone said, oh, guys, you should have jumped on McGovern. And the first few weeks he said, I go, mate, it's just a matter of time before he gets injured. Where are you now, garage man?
Yep, he's trading him out for sure.
43 with 37. He's a great pick, obviously, when he's not injured. But this is why we recommend you don't get him because he gets these kind of injuries.
Champ, how good was Oscar Allen on the weekend?
Finally repaying the faith. 3 goals, 3, 97 Supercoach. He's going to make 150K.
Oh, yeah.
It was a must get. We should do what we say, don't do what we do.
Exactly that. Ruben Gibney, look at he's just killed it again.
He looks so good. He looks so good.
He's a superstar.
I'm going to get him next year. I don't care how much he costs. I'm getting him next year.
Yeah, 6 kicks, only 14 hits, so 20 touches, 8 marks, 13 contested. 8 marks, 8 tackles. He loves to tackle. He just loves contested
Dom Shea looks like he's one of the better mid-priced options. He got an 87.
He's just consistent in doing that, isn't he? And he's always going to do that. Let's talk about these Fremantle players now. But no, yes, I agree. Dom Sheed.
But we haven't even talked about Tom Cole.
Tom Cole, yeah. Jamie was upset, but he clearly fired back up in the second half.
19 touches, 79 Supercoach. He's going to be a good little cash cow for the guys that jumped on him early. It was absolute carnage. Noah Long.
What a get. What a great snare.
Well, at least he kind of deserved it. He had 18 touches from memory.
Yeah, he did. 18 touches, 10 contested, did very well. He's going to make some cash for people that don't have him. Or people that have him, sorry.
Barras had his first real good game, and he's going to be pretty cheap, guys. So you want to watch if you want to do a bit of a pod.
So they're recruits. Jaden Hunt did another great game. Like, he's doing okay, Jaden Hunt.
Jaden Hunt done real well. 98 Supercoach, guys.
No one's picking him up. Draws 4 injuries. Like to West Coast.
It was actually 5 in that Chesser was on the field.
He played out the game.
Obviously played it out because he knew that he was probably going to get dropped.
And that's Chesser's biggest score of the week, of his career, 42 Supercoach.
He's never going to get more than that.
No.
This year.
No, probably not.
Now let's get on to the Freo Dockers because that's the wrong BPOD. What was your mate Costa wanted to grab him?
Oh yeah, he did.
And he should have grabbed him because 35 touches and 8 tackles get you 146 Supercoach.
Wow.
If you are on the good side of champion data.
Then you had big old stinky Shrek getting 20 touches, 52 whopping hitouts.
Now, to put that in perspective, his direct opposition had 14 hitouts. So he's like...
I'm telling you now,
Brody
Grundy is lock.
You're not going to get him and get... Anyway, we'll talk about trade soon. Darcy, always going to do that. That's not why you were trading him out because we know that he's going to do it. He's going to smash him. He actually should have got more. He's not 94 at half time. He was 94 at half time.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah, not enough. 20 touches, 52 hitouts and a goal. Wow, good on you, Darcy. Luke Ryan still continuing his over 100 form. Like Geordie said, a couple of you made a comment last week how these defenders like, Ryan, Cox and Young were getting 130s, 137s and 150s. They're just...
He's got 170.
Who's that? I know, yeah, but now they're all like...
They're all starting tapering off.
They're all starting tapering off.
First it was Young, then it was Cox. Next is going to be Luke Ryan. I don't want to see any Luke Ryan trade.
Yeah, so Brendan Cox, what a pumpkin. He's got the pumpkin here in fan footy. Like that means he's shit for everyone that doesn't know what that means. So he got 35 Supercoach.
Key position players. That cash ride already is coming to a halt. Literally, he's got to...
It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
You're
just going to have to hold him and hope he gets another game where he's off the chain and gets 130.
Like, because he's holding that 35 for the next couple of weeks and he's not making money anymore.
I think a lot of people that did trade him in are probably too embarrassed to say, who should I trade Cox out for?
Yeah.
And I would be too.
Yeah. Keep it to yourself and just do...
you don't have to. You're going to ask.
Just keep it to yourself.
Hayden Young got a very average number, 84, after getting a 50 last week, and he's got a really high break even this week.
Yep, there you go.
Let's talk about Matty. Would you trade out Brendan Cox, yes or no?
Yes.
Would you trade out Hayden Young, yes or no?
Yes.
Would you train out Andy Brayshaw?
Fuck.
I don't think
It's pretty sad, isn't it?
He's getting the touches, but Champion Data's just got a new system that they don't want to tell us about. So 28 touches and a goal, he's got 84.
Not enough. Not enough for good old Andy. I had him last year. He did okay. He did very well.
He did very well last year. You can already get him for 41 or 31k cheaper, I think. Now.
He's just losing the... And Luke Jackson finally did something good.
What did he do?
98s.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah, anyway, for people that have him.
So, like... mate, I don't even know what I'm doing with my life. But, look...
I think... Look, the game's over. Like, SuperCoach Jaws...
It's over. SuperCoach is over.
SuperCoach is over.
Well, not for Macca Packer.
Not for Macca Packer. Well, look, if you're asking me what my trades... I would love to trade in my team for another team. That's definitely...
Yeah, I would like to trade in my SuperCoach app for a different app.
Yes. Let's do something else. So SuperCoach Masters are out. We are now Basketball NBA Masters.
SuperCoach Basketball NBA Masters. All right, guys.
But we give you what you need, which is information, just some reviews, and obviously there's been a lot of questions regarding what to do this week. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to be doing this week, Jaws.
I know what I'm doing.
You do?
Yep. Deleting the app.
Deleting the app.
Did I read out the CBAs because I really want you guys to know that Tim Kelly had 26, Bailey Williams, the shit ruckman, got 23, Dom Sheed 22, pretty good for a mid-pricer, not too bad if you already have him. Aish 21, disgusting, should be on a wing. Darcy 21, Brayshaw 20, Sarong 20, Gidby 19.
He's so good.
Not too bad.
I like him.
He looks like an absolute bull. O'Meara 14, Jackson 11, Gaff, Waterman, Shukowski, and a bunch of other losers that no one cares about.
A bunch of other losers no one cares about. George, what else? What's on for the rest of the week?
Well, because this one went for a bit long, guys, we're going to be jumping onto the questions on the next potty where we're talking about our trades, your trades.
Wow, I don't even know yet.
And who's going to be going up in value? Who are the best cash cows to grab? Now, probably someone shit because that's the trend of the year so far. So maybe get a Roaston.
A who? A Rouston.
Roaston.
A Roust, GWS Rouston.
Cham, you're arousing me.
Don't touch my neck. I don't know.
Don't touch my Shank Curvis.
I'm just so hungry. I'm so tired. Sorry if I wasn't full of energy.
No, guys, you're so boring.
I'm so boring tonight.
Oh, guys, yeah. Petrarca had 20 touches and That's what you said.
That's not what I said.
No, you said mirror or someone.
Look, it's just like, look, you know, we do this for you guys, but like sometimes it just gets emotionally draining when our SuperCoach scores.
I didn't want to do this podcast, but I'm doing it for the Kickstart Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're doing it, and like, you know, as you can all see, I scored what, 2,000? What did you score, Jules?
Fucking shit.
You scored shitter than me this week, and that's terrible because I scored the worst I've ever scored. I don't remember scoring anything less. What, 2,064?
Yay!
Like, how do you?
Oh, because you're done your trades. All right, guys. Now we'll catch you on the next one tomorrow, hopefully. And we've got some real good shit for you. Because it's mostly your questions. And if you haven't asked a question, don't fret. Just write it in the comments. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you already are subscribed,
we love you anyway. We love you so much. We love you too much.
Too much. It gets borderline obsessive. My poor partner had to deal with me being so depressed about my SuperCoach team this week.
Tough,
it's like, oh, babe, what's wrong? Oh, SuperCoach, man.
It's tough. It was really tough for me too. And you know what? Like, you know what it is about us?
Look at my phone.
We don't have like a really good captain choice. When people out there got some, you know.
Oh, I thought Bont was due. He should have been due. He should have got me 130.
So I'm going to bring in players that are going to be some captain choices for me, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
Oh God, these are some crazy trades. I can't. Don't even tell. We'll get to the trades.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to the trades. I'm sure there's some.
I'm doing it.
I'm sure there's some.
I've got to do something, George. I've got to do something.
All right,
we both got to do something.
All right, I'm in that roast. All right, guys. See you on the next one tomorrow. Or
something, someday soon. We're coming, firing.
Oh!
I don't have it. It's on the man every day of the week.